Welcome in to Oakbridge Farm on Farming Simulator 25. Thanks for joining me here on what is now going to be a new Let's Play series. So, thank you to all of you who took the time to comment and head over to Discord and vote on the channel there. Overwhelming decision was for me to make my own farm. And that's what I've done. I spent the last week or so doing that. It's taken about, I don't know, somewhere between 15 and 20 hours to kind of get to where I am now. Obviously, I'm a console player, so for those of you who don't realise, it's just a little bit more tricky than it probably is using a PC setup and certainly with GE editor and things. So there's a few issues that I need to talk you through, but I'll introduce you to the farm as we go up and then kind of point out a few of the little random stumbling blocks I've had. So first piece of equipment you're going to see here is the Fiat Agri. Going to give this a go. Inspired from conversations we've been having on Discord on the public side of things as well, so no membership required. You can just head over there within our favourite machines and equipment chat. This one comes in, the decision from this one was, I can't remember, was it Donnelly? 23 I never know how to pronounce your name, dude. I have to ask you in Discord about that. Perfect tractor. So the sort of rules I'm going to set myself, I'm not going to be overly strict with it. I'll show you the settings now, actually, and we can talk through a few different things. So let's sort the timings out. We're going to play it ×3. I think we'll have 2 days a month. This month there isn't much to do really, because it's it's the start of the map, isn't it really? Let's go down here. So crop destruction is on. Ploughing and field stone are off. I normally play with ploughing, but I'm going to turn it off on this occasion. But I guarantee I'll keep forgetting that I've turned it off. Lime and weeds, yes. And then disasters are visual only. Standard for dirt, automatic off, stop go on, trailer fall off. And I'm not going to play with that one this time. And then all these usual ones off. So that's basically where we're at. Everything else is pretty much as you would expect it to be. No loan. Actually, there is a £100,000 loan, isn't there? Let me just check that. Finances, yeah, £100,000 loan. So we have £43,000 in the bank to basically play with and help us get on with things. So first thing you're going to notice, this massive field on the left here is a grass field at the moment. I had to convert that into a grass field. I basically bought it because I wanted to make a shortcut to the farm rather than having to go all the way from the shop across the map and back around and on myself. And I also really want to drive through the little bit of sort of the ford that we've got. So I created this cut through here off this field. Put one of the Carmston hedges up on the left hand side by here, so to separate it off from the track, and then this will just link us up then with the look at that, I missed one random little bit. This will link back in then with the track that runs across the map from what would normally be your starting farm over there. But because I put that hedge in and did the track, I can't sell this field. I just can't sell it. So the only way I could think to get it sorted out was to put a grass field in here, because otherwise it would just look horrific. It would have had the crop just withered in it. We haven't got the machinery to do it. It would never come up as a contract. The only weird thing is because it's at the edge of the map, couldn't get rid of that little edge. I mean, you'll never see it because we'll never come into this field realistically. But yeah, couldn't get rid of that on the drawing side of things, which was a bit strange. But hey ho. So anyway, so we're going to carry on down here, head off to the my favourite part of this map, just because I just love the realism of it. I can't get enough of that. I cannot get enough of that. For some reason, I'd owned this field. I was obviously testing something, forgot I owned it, and then the crop was withered. So I've sold it back now to the map, and it's gone. And then I've got the same problem with this field to our left, which is another monster field. we own it. I've put a bit of fencing in. I've tried to sell everything. I've put the path in, and I think it's because I've got path and grass as placeables. I might be able to sell the grass tufts and maybe get rid of it then. I don't know, but I'll have to have a little play with that. Unless you guys can tell me in the comments what you think might be causing it, because what I've done is I've extended the path along there, and I've put those grass tufts in. I've gotten rid of the fence, but it still won't let me sell it. Can't sell the land where I still unplaceable objects on it, and I can't think, other than those little grass tufts running up the path there that I've made, what those would be. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, because let me just check actually one thing. I wonder if it is, where is it cutting off? I wonder if it's it might be that I put fencing into these fields. I wonder if it's those. Anyway, let me introduce you to Middle Farm, which I thought was quite a nice little name for it. So if we come down the front here, that is the usual route around the map. This hasn't changed. This has always been here. That's where you'd end up going. What you've then got on the left is not a dairy cow field, but that's actually going to be... Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, that's our non-dairies, those are. So we've got a bunch of those guys in there. I'll come down to the numbers and the breeds and everything when we actually get in there. And then this is the main entrance into the farm. So what I've done is created the farmhouse up on the left with the little chickens, little chicken area. So this one, I'm gonna hop through the fence or over the fence. This one you could actually have 530 of the things in there. It'd be horrifically unrealistic. So just going with 55 for now, and then we'll keep selling those off just as and when they become adults. So we've got them all sorted. So we've basically got 50 of the adults in there, and 5 cockerels for a bit of a variance. I might remove a couple of those, to be honest with you, but yeah, good stuff. And again, just the hedges to try and create this sort of, like, there's 2 houses, so they've got their own little parking areas and things, just a couple of things just to add to the kind of realism of it, I guess. Trying to make it look as if it's well designed. Right, let's jump back into the field and keep it coming through here. So that's off the side there. We've then got our auto shed on the left, where we're going to have our bale and pallet storage should we need it. At the moment I've put the pallets elsewhere, but we'll come back around to that. So you've got a very small gap to get through there for accessing the manure heap, which we can do, but what I wanted to really do is make it very much we're going to shovel this out and bring it out, rather than kind of go the other way of just bringing the trailer up to it and just pressing the button and it fills the trailer. So yeah, I really want to kind of go that route with it. This isn't a particularly realistic playthrough as such, but I don't know, there's just some parts of the game I enjoy doing, and that's how I would play it. As it's a let's play, that's what we're going to do. I'll leave the tractor there. So milking shed, this one is actually the Pelani milking shed with the field at the back. What I didn't want was a shed that the cows didn't come out into the grass. I really dislike it. Now I know it goes both ways, because in the winter they're going to be out when they shouldn't be. So what I could have done was had them out in the fields in the summer months, and then put them into a barn in the winter. The problem is when they're in the fields, it doesn't look right then for the milking, does it? They got to come back and forth. So I just thought, you know what, it's a game. Just chuck this one on you, and we'll go that way with it. Yeah, I know on PC I could have probably, there's a couple of different ways I could have done it, so I don't know. But yeah, at the moment that's what I've gone with for these guys. Where is your trigger? It's over here, isn't it? Yeah. So at the moment we have 28 of 61 cows in there. So we got 14 adults that are going to start providing us with a little bit of milk, not much, but a little bit, and then a breeding option. And then we got 14 babies as well. So pure Holstein in there, nothing else for now. Happy days, all sorted there. The buy anything silo. This is the one that just gives you the 10% discount. So Nothing too cheaty. Just helps us having to go back and forth to the store all the time. Little bit of shed covering for tractors, and we have the tool here so that we can do some of our repairs to them on site, on farm, but no painting. Coming down here then we've got our little silo and the extension on the back of it, and then there's just this little bit of kind of wasteland here really. I just couldn't really get much to work with it, so just kind of chucked a few bits and bobs, and I might add a bit more stuff to it to add to the immersion, but yeah, just threw a bit of kind of junk and some stuff around there. Fuel tank by here, good old British shed. Just a couple of things in here equipment wise. Very small mower, windrower, tedder, windrower, little trailer then as well by there. Oh, and that little trailer fits on the back of the quad bike, which you may have spotted up by here next to our other tractor. There's the car wash and a few other bits I've chucked in, obviously the glass trailer. Yeah, the quad bike, which is actually featured in the Riverbend series as well that I'm doing for the role play. Love it, absolutely brilliant. Farmer's stick on there, or what's it called, the herdsman's stick. So if we do decide to go down the route of trying to put a pasture and bring animals back and forth and stuff, that's how I'm going to do it. I just can't figure out how I want to do it yet. So then the other tractor we've gone for is it Zito, I'm guessing we say that. Yeah, cracking little thing, just a little tractor for the farm, and it just felt right. I didn't want anything too big, oversized, overpowered, and like I said, I'm going to try and keep it probably below the 250 mark for tractors and probably 400 for the combine harvesters. Coming around by, so yeah, down here more storage. So this is the the cow barn that was going on about. So a cow pasture I should say, sorry. So yeah, the old this is the non-dairy side. So what we've got in here, we've got basically 18 Angus and 18 of the Limousin, is that Limousin? I don't know how you pronounce that. Yeah, 18 cows down here, and these are pure profit only. So we're going to look to basically breed these guys and sell them. That's their purpose down here. So could have 34 in here. That's why I've gone with 18. So look to double it, and then as soon as the babies start coming through, we can sell them off and etc. The adults, and sell them off and so on and so forth. And again, just did my usual thing with the putting the shed in, just adding a little bit of textures, just little random stuff to add to the immersion of it. Shed down by here then. So again, a bit of this started off, I put a clamp in and I just hated it, and I thought I'm not going to use it. I don't use the clamps very often, so I'm going to go a different way with it. So again, just chucked a big storage container just for the look. There's our seeds and fert at the moment by there. They will probably end up in the auto store up the top there. Another little trailer by there. We don't need all these trailers. I'm going to get rid of one, maybe two of them. Harvester. So the old New Holland harvester. Love this one because you can have the affected paint, the worn looking paint. I wish for console, this is a great fix. And I wish this was an option for everything where you can choose how weathered it looks. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Standard JCB, the Agri Pro, love it. Cannot get enough of this machine. Should try some others, but I can't help myself. Standard milk tanker by there. No, nothing special down here. And then that's basically the farm. So we've got a road. Basically the path comes around here. Little bench, so we can have an evening, just sit and have a little chat with the cows. Hi guys, hi girls, how are we? And then look over the fields over there. Nice, isn't it? This then path takes you back onto the main path that'll take you out and away from the farmlands. And then these are our farm fields. So if I go into the flyover, so we've basically got two grass fields by here, currently growing, fenced off. So the access into this one there is there. But that's the only access into this one. So then we come back out of there onto the main drag, down to the corner here, and then we go into our second grass field here. So happy days for those. Come out here, come up here, and then we go into our next bunch of fields. So we have this one, which is currently a wheat field, just planted in and rolled, so should be good. May need to do some fertilizing to it. And then we have these two fields here as well, which are ours, which are barley fields. Just because I love planting barley, I think it looks great. And that's it, basically. So technically we owe this, but we're not going to use it in that sense. Technically we own this, but we won't be using it in that sense. I may bring it into a sort of, not a storyline as such, but if we expand, I could just do it that way and then pay some dues, you know, like snip off a lump of the land that way or something. Long-term plans, I think, you know, we just focus on getting through the first couple of years. I'm not going to do anything too sort of cheaty for money and stuff. Don't want to play like that. It's not quite a challenge series, but it won't be overly far from that. Oh, that was the only other thing as well, was I put a little pond in there. Can I get to it through just jumping through here? Yep, thank you. Come around the back of here. And again, I could put some stuff down here just to add to the realism of it. Yeah, just a nice little spot to sit down and watch the world go by to an extent. Nice and secluded. Again, couldn't work out what to do with this area because I really wanted to keep the sort of contours of the land and that slope, but then it makes it really difficult for placing buildings. So that's why you see, like, you know, I just feel it looks quite natural. I think it's with the sort of levels, you know, everything's slightly offset and a bit weird, you know, different heights and just a little. I don't know. I'm really pleased with this as a sort of genuine first attempt at a farm build. I'm really pleased with this one. I'm sure there'll be people screaming at it who don't like it. I've obviously gone for a lot of hedgerows. That's a very British thing. I think it is. Seem very common in British farming and kind of out the countryside over here. So that's why I've gone for all those. Keep it, and again, like you drive down the lanes in the UK, in the country lanes. This is what it's like. It's really tight. It's really horrible. Yeah, it's amazing we don't have more accidents in them, really. And yeah, that's it. That's basically the farm. In terms of like things we need to do, let's have a little look here. So these guys should have been limed. Forgot to do it. So Tough Cheese not doing it now because they've been planted and they're good to go. So that's the end of that. They've got the full fertilizer state. This one needs an extra fertilizer state, and this one needs, and these two grass fields need extra fertilizer. So that'll be today's job, I think. We can probably do that, can't we? We'll have to hire something. Anything of any interest? Massive tractor? No, not really. Right, where are we? Into yield improvements. Oh, I'll tell you what I used on Riverbend this week was this one, and I really liked it, even though it's a really small tank. Yeah, really like that one. But it doesn't make much sense because it's just faffy to go back and forth. That's got 3,200. That would probably do us. That one could do both. That's the one we've used on the OBS map one that we used. That one. That's got 3,200 as well. For 42 doesn't say 42. Just go with this one. You done with it? 2015. I mean, it's just so expensive, isn't it? I mean, 33 for the same thing. I mean, that one makes the most amount of sense. It still does, even though we've used it before. I mean, what is that doing? Oh, nice. Ladder. I'm not going to buy it, but we don't need the ladder. Yeah, fine, thank you. Yes, I do. And what I'll do is, even though we've got some for... Oh, actually, we can pick it up at the farm, can't we? So, what tractor should we use? Let's get the baler stored away somewhere first. Squeeze you down there, maybe? Let's see. Whoa, feel it easy now. Bit bumpy there, and they're coming in and out of there, so that might need a little bit of... What am I doing? A little bit of editing. Just to tidy that out, smooth that out, make it a little bit easier. Lovely, that'll do. There we go. Right. Do you know what? I think we'll stick with the... What's the 26 top speed on this one? What is top speed on this? 20, is it? 23. Dinky little thing, isn't it? But yeah, we'll use the Fiat for now. So I shall go and grab the spreader and come back to the farm. We'll fill it from the buy anything, and then we'll get on with sorting these fields out. I love that like series of chicanes there. Just how like kind of difficult it is to get in and out of the farm. It's not just to fly out of there and make it easy. So right, I'll go and grab those once we've gone through the water. Yeah. Oh, where are you going? What are you bouncing at that for? Blimey. Oh, so good. So good. I know this game's got issues, but the graphics update, that water effect on it is brilliant, I think. Just brilliant. Let's tractor this. I'm surprised I haven't bothered trying it out before. Right, so back at Middle Farm. Back at the farm then. So, let's put the mini-map back on. Got a little series of chicanes. The one thing I did buy when I was down the shop was a weight. I don't think I've got one kicking around the farm for these tractors. So, got one of those sorted. Right, let's get some solid food. We probably only need about 2,000 litres, I'd say. So, that was so quick I couldn't do anything about that. Aye. 8 grand's worth of solid fertiliser, but hey ho, can't be helped. Right, so now this one is that weird one where we've got to do like lowering gates and stuff, and I don't really understand what it all means, but what's that saying then? Is that on a bit? It's a 42 we want. So I wonder then, are we better off going... What are the size options? Where is it? Working with... Oh, no, it is 24, my bad. Oh, is it lime is the other way around? Oh, gosh. There we are. Right, so... How can I move? What's going on? Bizarre. Right, steering assist on, 24 meters, show lines. Okay, thanks very much. So we need to lower that, is it? I'm sure it is. Excellent. And then you just get in the right place. Excellent. Off we go. Plenty of fertilizer, because obviously, as we all know, it costs an absolute load, but it doesn't use it up much. Whereas the lime is the one. Just the rate that you go through lime is quite ridiculous. So we'll get this fertilized. Won't take us long because it's the spread of the machine is so good. And we'll get that other grass field done as well, and then we can nip into the wheat field and get that done. I don't know if I've just missed a big chunk there. Yeah, horrible mids. So if we're probably going to miss, because there is a extra line, isn't there? Yeah, no dramas. We can get this one done like that. Knock that off a sec. come back on this angle. It should then pick up those little bits there. Nice. And then stop wasting it. Whoops. Wrong button. We start there. Good. And then we'll just get that little corner like that. Happy days. Happy days. Right. Look at the angles there. That slope. I love that. I just think it adds that extra bit of realism to it. When I've tried to do builds on like flatland, I can't add enough character to then make them feel like realistic. Whereas these slopes, I think add that. You know, it adds that element to it without really needing much effort to make that work. So this gate I had to get outward opening because it was the only way I could really seem to make that work. Right, let's get on to this one. Yeah, I do like this. I do like the look of this Fiat as well. It's a good looking tractor, and it is perfect for what we're doing. Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze then. Now, I hope I managed to mute the mic enough in time to catch that, because it was a double sneeze and quite loud. So, alright, let's get up the hill. Now, we're going to waste a bit here, because I'm not sure. Oh, she's working at a right pace. Powerful tractor, so all good. Nice, nice, nice. I'm quite looking forward to just working with some of the smaller machinery now. Yeah, I really enjoyed the Pal Chal. I really enjoyed that, and I'm still technically playing it in the background. This may end up taking over from that. I did toy with using this for Riverbend as a kind of come home map, but I think I'm gonna go a different route with that. But it did. Oh, hang on, why are you not spreading now? Did I raise you by accident then? I think I did. There we go. So I have to come back on a pass up the middle. So let me know in the comments what you think of Middle Farm. I generally, like I say, I'm really pleased with it. It's not perfect by any means, and you know there's a few lumps and bumps, and it's not the prettiest thing in the world. But for someone who's never really done this before, and especially as I'm on console, I'm really pleased with it. I really am. And you know, it's like anything in it. I'm sure it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think it'll do me for what I need it to do. And keep me happy, so be pleased with that. Now, are you going to capture everything? I think you are, aren't you? Yes, excellent. Last field. We're going... thinking about it. I can't do this field because... I think it's just put the crop in today, didn't I? But yeah, I must have, because otherwise we'd be growing through and we'd see the green. I must have just gone in today. Yeah. And because I used a seeder with a fertilizer, I don't think I can apply... Yeah, I can't. So we'll have to leave this until October to fertilize. Which is fine. Let me just see. Now, I did give myself a bit of a starter because I put some food in for the cows and everything like that. So they are right on the edge of their TMR. Now, the problem is with having a mixed herd of babies, like ideally we'd take the babies out. I mean, I suppose we could do that, couldn't we? We could put them the babies down with... Oh, come on, let's do that then. Let's use the herdsman. There, it was like it was meant to be. So, where are we getting our cows from? Over here. And then that'll stop these guys and see eating the there's no animals to sell or move. But can I not? Yeah, move to trailer. Yeah, excellent. So 14 of these. I tell you what, I'm going to save this just in case it goes horribly wrong. 2 secs. Let's just get a quick save game in. So we're going into these guys. 14 of you. Move to trailer. Yes. Jump back on the quad. Nip down here. Oh no, herdsman! You're not meant to fall off. You're meant to be... Good job I spotted that. Otherwise our 14 cows would have gone missing. So why is it falling off there then? I thought I drove it all the way up here without it falling off. Now it's pinned. That's a bit strange. Okay. You have to keep a little eye on that. Here we go. Beep beep. What's up, guys? I know you guys should have the space, at least for now. Why is it doing that? Because I keep... Need to open animal dialogue there. So if I go into there, move to husbandry, yes. And there we go. Happy days. So now these guys in the open pasture can just have grass because they don't need... I mean, I gave them hay, which was a bit stupid, but they don't need that. They can just have grass in the meadow, so I can keep the kind of ease of doing it. I'll tell you why I did it. It's because I think I just chucked it in because it was easier to do it there, wasn't it? That I don't like, so that needs a bit of work, doesn't it? Because that's right, the meadow is cut across there, so I've obviously forgotten to come back to that. So we can quickly resolve that though, because we could just go a circular draw like that. And then if we add a bit of other animal mud, just to layer it a little bit and mix it up, and then maybe a little bit of gravel, muddy gravel around the opening points. And if we find the other animal mud, just a bit darker there, just in the routes that we're kind of traveling through, like that. And then go into the grass and change that to just having a couple of tufts to blend it in. And there we are. Bob's your uncle. Happy days. Looks a bit better, doesn't it? We'll close that off. Bring you back up here. And that means then we can just focus then. These guys are having the TMR and we're not wasting it on the young uns who don't need the TMR, which is excellent. Now what we don't have at the moment is any anything to make the TMR with, and I haven't got a feed mixer either. So for the moment what we're going to do is, just so that we can put it to test, we will jump in to the Agri Pro. Get my words out. And we'll grab the shovel, and I think what we'll do is we'll just buy some TMR, because these guys are going to give us milk, which is key. I was looking at the cows then, not where the shovel was. Now, I know you wouldn't use your manure shovel for TMR, I know, but we haven't put any manure in it yet, so don't judge me too much. Solid bird, where's TMR? That. 5,000 litres for £1,000. It's not bad really, is it? Some. Now is that going to go in here? Excellent. There we are. That's filling up nicely. And as it doesn't cost much, and we haven't got much of it, we'll also do... Can we get some straw, please, my friend? 300 odd quid. Nothing in there, really. I don't know if I have to... I can't remember this one. I think we can do it that way. Yeah, there we go. I think you can drop the bales at the front. Or do the shredding at the front from memory. But we'll do it that way. And there we are. So, nice. We've got some food. I tell you what, boss, we're in for a penny, in for a pound, aren't we? Should we get some grass and make sure those guys down the bottom are all topped up? Hay and grass is what we need, thank you. £300 for you, lovely. And we'll go and try out our new area gate that we just painted and decorated. Open up, my friend. Yeah, I like that. Right, let's come around here. This was quite difficult to actually do, this area, because of the slope. It kept causing... So you can see the undulations were a bit weird. So I almost had to sort of like place it, delete it, soften it, flatten it out in parts, make a sort of much bigger area to place it so it was flat, and then put a slope back in. So it's not perfect at all, but it's as good as I could get, I'm afraid. Right. In you go. So let's just check now. Is everyone happy and healthy? So you guys have 6,300 litres of TMR. I'll have to keep a little eye on how much of that you're going to be eating and getting through. Let's have a look here. These guys now, you've got 5,000 litres of grass, 8,000 litres of hay, so, and loads of meadow. So you are pretty happy as well. And you guys have nothing. Oh dear. I best go and buy you. I wonder what's the cheapest to buy. Wheat, barley, sorghum. Let's have a look. Does it tell us if we go into prices? So where is our thing? So there's our multi-fruit rice. So we can buy it at 5.7 for barley. 6.96 for sorghum. 5.45 for wheat. So at that point it's much of a muchness, I guess, is it? Am I seeing something wrong there? I don't think I am I? Alright, we'll just give him some wheat and be done with it. We're gonna have to go right the way through. Wheat. Top. I hope I haven't got any wheat in my silo. Did I just make a massive mistake? No, I don't think I got anything. I haven't got any... Oh, that must be... There, it registers it, doesn't it? In the plainy... That's what I think what that is it's just got... over there. There you go, guys. $5,000 for you. So yeah, if I go over here and check, what this should now do is see that there's 16,000 litres of straw in this. Yeah, 16,230. So it's registering it as that's how much we've got in the silo, even though I can't take that back out of there. So there we are. So there we are, middle farm. I do hope you like it and you're not too critical of it. Be gentle with me, as it's my my first go at something like this, and certainly as a putting it out there to play through as a farm on an already amazing map. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Thank you as well. Today marks 1,500 subscribers, and that, when I say it, is mind-blowing. It's taken a few weeks of really pushing to get up to that 1500, because we've kind of added one or two and then lost a couple at the same time. So we've been on the 1480 to 1500 path for what feels like a months, but it's probably only been about 10 days. Thank you. I don't know how else to say it. There were times this week where I've just thought it's been sort of tough stuff going on outside this, I guess, in my home life and personal life and some other bits and bobs. Yeah, and there were times where I just thought, you know what, I don't know if I want to do this, or don't know if it's worth it. And thankfully, I kind of pulled myself out of that little rut and had a bit of a chat with myself. And hitting this target today is just the cherry on the cake for me. It's brilliant. I'm so very grateful. So thank you to all of you who have subscribed. Discord as well. I'm so grateful for you guys being over there. The members in particular. You know, if you're paying a membership fee to be there, then I can't thank you enough for that. It's just an incredible way to support the channel and me. And the Discord is open. The public side of it is open as well, so there's no membership required for that. And that general chat is busy, and with us all talking about things in there, you've got an option to talk about, we're doing like favorite machines and stuff, and sort of building up a picture of what people their go-to machines are, and like tractors and machinery are, which is really interesting to see. The members side has got a bit more then around channels and stuff, and voting options to influence the series here and there. If you want to get that, you can either join through YouTube, which will give you a YouTube's member, but you don't get the voting option with the YouTube membership. You just get the rest of the server. And then Ko-fi memberships get what YouTube get, but plus then an additional option of the voting channel and a nomination for the supporting channel as well. So things like the charities that I put in there that we're going to look to do some work around in the future. So if you want to, they're all the details are in the description of this video. There'll be links within the pinned comment. Please, like I say, let me know what you think of this farm. Is there anything I should be adding in? Is there anything I'm going to desperately need and I've overlooked? Anything that you think really needs to change? Please let me know. I'm open to any suggestions, any constructive feedback, rather than just being horrible. But we'll call it a day there. As always, if you are still here and you haven't already done so, please, the easiest way to help me out and to help this channel is to give it a subscription and to give this video a like and a comment. It is the simplest, most impactful way to help this channel, so please consider doing that if you can spare me the time. But otherwise, we'll call it a day there. So be happy, stay safe, and we will speak again soon. Take care.